Okay. This should work now. No? Okay. Am I audible now? Do you hear me? I think I think it's solved now, but I have no idea what the reason was, why it didn't work. Hmm, strange. Right. Are we live or are we not? You can hear me. Okay, that's good. I just wanted this feedback. Okay. Um, some, somehow something broke with the streaming software, or I don't know. Um, weird, weird. I still I'm baffled. Okay, at least it works now. Okay, so what's left with the build? First, the door. The door. Uh, mm, mm. Come on. Okay. I'm already searching for a better lamp camera rig, but you know, yeah. Anyway, um, now we need to do the following. This thing here is not quite square. You can probably see it very slightly that it climbs up a little bit and it's too high. So we need to insert here a 5.5 axle. And after we've done this, we need to engineer the rear view mirror. That's important. So, my first question is, that's correct. Do these here exist in? I mean, I know they exist in black, but are they still produced by Lego in black? That's what I would like to know, because if they are, we are golden. If they are not, we are kinda in trouble. Since I think I should have, yeah, I have old ones in black, but I don't know if they are being made in black now. So if one can get these in black. So anyway, let's see how this goes. Basically, I'm going to replace the 6 one, the 5.5, and now it's the other extreme. So this isn't good either. So this was not okay, but it was better. I guess. Or am I just being stupid? It's probably me. It's probably me being stupid. Let me try this. I can try it in the car, but yeah. So, rear view mirrors. That's gonna be a challenge here. Because I have absolutely no idea how we're gonna do the rear view mirrors here. Let me check on the pictures of the car how they need to look in the first place. Okay. Okay. Yes. So we need to change this a little bit. If we look at the picture of the Sierra here, see, it has a pronounced area here where the rear view mirror can be, and we don't have this. So we need to raise this a little bit. So there's a one stud gap here, and then it goes up, which is cool. This gives us room here to make a play for the rearview mirror, which is cool. Okay, so some changes. Of course, we can't do this on its own. We need the car. And for this, I need to reinstall the roof. Otherwise, we're not gonna make it. And I have just taken it off, just before the stream. Oh well. My favorite part. Okay, so let's see what's the issue. Well, what we are facing here is. So can't do it from this perspective. What? Why would you not go in? What's wrong? You need some, cookie or what? Why would you not go in? Wow, that was hard. What? What? Oh, of course. Okay. So the thing here is this. So this line here needs to end here, and we have a slight blank area here before the how would you call this? This part of the door surround goes into the door itself, and then here we are gonna have some room to create our well um, rear view mirror. So let's see. Okay. I'm gonna first cobble up something to show you what I even mean. Okay. We need to go one stud further, so it's 2 stud. Okay. Okay. So essentially, what we are looking for is this. So here in between, now we can pass something that's gonna hold the mirror through this. Very interesting. Very interesting. And of course, now that we've done this, we need to fill the gap here with something. That something's gonna be that something. I mean, it's probably gonna be this part here, I guess. So this part here would be inside here, probably, and then it's gonna be this part here, and then an axle is coming out from here. I mean connectors, and then the mirror is gonna hang here or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is there's no, but there could be. Yeah, there could be room for this. Maybe. Maybe. Let's check. Let's check it out. No. Where are you? So we're gonna just, quickly check if this even fits. Okay. My guess is no, doesn't fit. No way, Jose. Okay. So probably some plates are gonna come in here. do I have plates or connectors? You know, I mean, not connectors. Brackets or wedges or whatever. I think I have something in mind. Maybe this, but I think this is pretty much the same deal. Pretty much the same deal as this, yeah. So this won't fit. So something smaller. I don't know. Maybe this here. This. Nah. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this empty for now and concentrate on this part that I can control. And, you know, then we'll see. Okay, so this moved here. Or did, no, it moved. Yeah. You can see that I'm not very confident in this. This looks weird. So we're gonna modify this a little bit so that this is gonna be mounted here. And then we're gonna hope that, I don't know, that this is kind of what it should be. This is just testing. Testing, and then it should be here, I guess. Something like this. Maybe. Although why did it look different before? No, wait. It's gonna be let's put it on the car again and check. It's strange. Very strange. So if I put it here, what's different? You will not believe the problem we are facing. It is half a stud. So this thing needs to be half a stud more to the front in order for this to make any sense. If you know what I mean. We need to be half a stud more to the front so that this is parallel with the A-pillar and this is parallel with the roof. Okay. That's not what I wanted, to be honest. But that's what it is. Now we have to figure out how to move it half a stud. Yeah, I think I know how. Let's do this, and then we're gonna put it back in the car and see if this is indeed what needs to be done. Not this. So half a stud forward. Yeah. So we're gonna use this part here. I don't like it either, because now this is just as before. It's not correct. What if we raise this by half a stud? This might be the solution, which is not a bad solution. That's actually what I wanted. Because if you do this, then there's going to be room for an axle or a connector here. So I'm just going to do a quick mock-up just to see if this would be okay. Maybe. No. To be honest, no. This isn't good. This isn't good. Somehow, I don't know. Let's mount it to the car. Okay. That's not good. Problem here is that come on, stay put. Okay. Problem here is that this is very tight against the A pillar. But this is straight, and this is straight. So that's okay. But this part here, I don't know if you can see it, but this goes inwards. So we have a kind of wedge here, which is not good. So in order for us to create, we're gonna over engineer this as we usually do, because this is an important part, and we're gonna make us a template here. We are going to make basically another 3-stud connector on the outside in order to hold this part here perfectly level. And once this is perfectly level and doesn't move left, right, inwards, then we can properly find the angle here. So that's what you're gonna do. So it's gonna look a little bit weird, but if we want to make this proper, what else is there? Mm. Come on. So this is what 4 step. See, these are now parallel, and let's see. I need a fiber here. Fiber. Let's see if the play works. Yep. But is this parallel? Yeah, it is. So now we have a brace. This brace will allow us. This brace isn't allowing this to go in either direction. So it makes sure that this is perfectly parallel, which is what we need. And then we need to find. Now we need to find here a way to attach this properly, which is gonna be this. So this is gonna be changed. I'm gonna use the blue connector here and this. This is just temporary, of course, so that we can turn this left and right, because it has to conform to the shape. Okay. Okay, let's remove this and offer this up to the car again. Because now I think that we are gonna find that, because this cannot move, we're gonna have a different situation. So first of all, of course, we need to understand that all of these here, so this can move in one direction. I've made them, of course, on. That's why the blue connectors are, so that they allow us to turn this, and they allow us to turn the entire thing here. So both um, both of these connectors can turn. And now we have to see what this angle needs to be. Okay. What's your problem? Why is this so hard to put in? I mean, what the? The connector would do anything just so it wouldn't fit into this. Like literally anything. Okay. Okay. So first, this is wrong here. This is looking better. Okay. That's interesting. So none of these angles, you see, these here have teeth. So you can basically put them at any angle you want, but they don't conform to anything that we need. So we're gonna replace them. Luckily, the Land Rover comes with these, and we're gonna replace them with these for now. Because these here have the advantage that they don't conform to a fixed angle, and we can mount them whichever way we like. half a stud in this direction. Okay. Now it's dawning on me. So we need to be without this, and we need to be here. Which means we were right before this one, I think. So this here should be exactly, come on, focus, thank you. So this should be the geometry that we are looking for. Let's see. Come on, what's the problem? Okay. Pretty much. This is pretty much what we want. So this is straight, this is straight. There's no, like, it's not wedged inside. So everything here is fine. Let's remove the brace. See if this is okay. Yes. This looks fine. This looks nice. So, of course, we're not over the cliff. So all of this confirms now to what we want. Now we need to, of course, fill this gap here, or maybe not. Maybe we just leave it like that. But we need to make a rear view mirror here. So since we don't have a lot of room here, we're not gonna make the connector here directly. So just this stud from one stud away from this, but we're gonna make it here. I think, you know, we're gonna make it here. Approximately should be, I think should be 1.5 studs away from this. Let's see. So for this, we don't need the car. We can take this off. And let's see. Okay. So obviously we cannot, now that we're looking from the inside, we cannot have the connector directly here. Yeah. What do you mean start the engine? Vic boy, or is it Vicey boy? Vicey boy, yes. Okay. So we're gonna use this here. This here. Well, we're gonna replace this with something onto which we can mount the bracket that's gonna go through here, or we can use this here and this here. Yeah, we should probably, yeah, to go through here. And let me think, we need oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I think, yeah. So we can use this. We can use this. So the axle for the rear view mirror would go through here, and this guy here would basically stabilize it so this wouldn't flap front and right. Yep. So we would use something like this. This here needs well, work. We need to figure out how to make this how to mount this a little bit better, I guess. I think I have an idea. Yep. No, that won't work. That won't work. No. Anyway, let's see what you have here. So, well, technically, we would want this to be even further, even closer to this. Yeah. We would want this to be closer. How much closer? We can make it half a stud closer. I hate half a stud. Or we can, let me see how the design of the mirrors looks like. Come on. No. Ah, that's too far back. That's too far back, so we can make the following solution. This is just an idea. I'm just playing with stuff. There we go. Here we will use I think, I mean, we could use, you know, we could use something like this, and the mirrors are, of course, thicker. We can use like this. brackets. This bracket. Yeah, I think this is the bracket. This is just a quick mock-up, just to see if it even looks halfway decent. Oh, arm. Come on. Okay. I would say no. That looks nothing like what it should. That's not okay. Yeah. I mean, we will have to make some compromises because there's no way we're gonna make it. We're gonna be able to make it exactly how it is on the real car. Okay, this looks better. I don't like the side skirts that Christian made. This looks better. Yeah, this looks better, but I'm still not happy with this. However, once the door is closed and the A pillar is gonna be here, this is gonna look better. I guess let's mount this on the car and see what we get. Of course, this here is negotiable. This is just, you know, we can do something else with this. For example, the Land Rover part, Land Rover has, I don't know, it has a shell or something that would maybe look better, but I don't know if it's available in white. Let's mount this to the car first and see what kind of a disaster this is. It's not as bad as I thought. Kinda. You know, it kinda looks okay. I don't know. Maybe. This corner here, I'm still, you know, this corner here doesn't look like a Sierra. Um, so I don't know. Not sure what to do with this. But I guess once all of this is in the same color, it's gonna be, you know, better, but still not the way I would like. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Something's off on this corner. Something doesn't look right. It's of course it's the step because this line here, of course, needs to be lower than this line here, which it is. Kind of. It's gonna look better when all of this is white. It is one stud. The difference is one stud. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna make you pictures after the stream and we'll see. But we have a mounting point for the rearview mirrors, which is okay. All of this, you know, it's kind of negotiable. Hide this. It's not important. No. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. So, what else is there to do? So, Ben said side skirts. So, let me explain what my thoughts are, and then you can reply. Of course, we need to this and this these areas need some revision. They are not ideal because these pieces kinda like to fall. So I'm not quite happy with this. But what Christian proposed is that we make the side skirts, so basically the rocker panels, out of plates and bricks, which I don't like because I like the fact that this curves in, makes the car slimmer, and I really like these here. They really, you know, they kind of stand out. Come on. What I perhaps would change is that I would, when I can attach these, I would probably change the attachment stuff here somehow, and then extend this here. So I would have, instead of a 7 and a 2 and an 11 stud panel here, I would have two 11 stud panels. So the 11 stud panel would cover this as well. You know, so that today everything is falling apart. So that when I attach this here, see that this part here would curve in as well, and this part here, you see, this part here would curve in as well too. So here the panel would move one stud further to the front, and here it would move 3 studs further to the back. This of course means that we have to change the attachment here, but that's okay. I'm not happy with this anyway, because it creates a weird, you know, a weird shape here that's not ideal. So if we can change this a little bit, I'm okay with that. So, and of course, the way we attach the fender is also going to change. So probably what I would do here is I would remove this and replace it with this guy here. This would of course mean that This part would then only connect to this by one stud instead of two. No. Or we can do something entirely different, and we replace this here with connectors. Then we can have this guy here connecting, and that would be okay. But then we have to make sure that we have a firm mounting point. You saw nothing. Firm mounting point for this. So right now we have like this, but this is kind of not okay because everything here is moving. All of these are moving, and I don't feel them, to be honest. Oh, there's other problems with Christian's design, not just how it looks. You know, the second problem with his design is one that's more problematic. So you see, the panels here are Technic. They connect via Technic pieces, and everything is firm. What Christian proposed would connect to. Let me take. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this off. I can show you here. Would connect basically to this here, which would mean that when I grab the car, I will rip the entire panel off, and this will happen frequently. This is firm. I cannot rip this off. If we have Christian's solution, it would probably be connected via blue half pins. It would, every time I would pick the car up, I would have the entire rocker panel in my hand. That's the main issue. And when I look at the Sierra, it does have this curved part here, and Christian's part is just blocky. I don't like this, and I like this here because it bulges out, and Christian's solution is just flat. So I really don't like his solution. It's meant well, I know, but I don't like it. So let's explore my rocker panel a little bit more. First, I would like to see if I can squeeze in 3 of those and get away with it. No, I probably couldn't. I thought about it, but I probably couldn't, and it would only make things more complicated. It would add more weight. Those panels are super light compared to his solution, you know. So what I would do here, we would use basically this. No need to use the super rare part here, and we need more of these anyway, and they are hard to come by, so I would probably use these to get the full length here. And we would go, so we would basically move this one stud further to the front so that we have a symmetrical, so both of these have a 2 stud section underneath them. You see, like this, where it curves in. Unlike now, where we have the blocky part visible here. So then we would have this solution. It would much nicer flow into it, and this would look way better. And for this, of course, we have to redesign this part here in order for it to be more supportive to this. But this is not a problem. Redesigning this is not a problem at all. Basically, the support for the fender here is going to be in this white part here, and then we have 3x3 block of bricks here, and those would clamp this really hard. I mean, really hard, firm enough. And something similar is going to happen here. Similar, it's not going to be exactly as firm as this. Can't be, because there's no room for as many connectors, but we're going to try. So let's turn the car around. Okay. Okay. And let's rip our current rocker panel out, because I don't like it anyway. It's way too complicated here and here. It doesn't, when the door is opening, it has problems. So we need to change it anyway. No matter which version we choose, it needs to go in its current form. So here, of course, the first change we make is gonna be this, that we install. Where are you? I've taken away too much, haven't I? Oh, right. All right, okay. There. This was done. This, okay. Where is the piece that I have taken away? I can't be that. I'm not that old. Am I? There has to be a 5-stud lift arm here. Oh. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So this comes in here. Now for this. Since we're gonna have a block of 3x3 bricks here. probably like this block to be as stiff as possible. So we would do it in the following fashion. Okay. Now we mount this, this, and this. Oh. This like that. So we avoid the black pin. There. Perfect. And here we build first this, 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 and then this can go in. Very good. This is pretty good. It is actually a lot better mounted than it was before. This is a nice mounting point around the thickest part of this. So this is good. Okay. Now, of course, this here needs change as well, because now we're coming like this. And this is good because we have some natural mounting points. Much better than before. Much simpler. There, see? And already, see, before we had like where's the rear part? Oh yeah, you can see before we had, you know, this very complicated piece here, very complicated piece, which is now gone. A lot simpler, a lot lighter. Let's take a look at how it looks. See, it even looks a ton better. So much nicer and cleaner. And let's try to replicate this in the front as well. So the front, as we said, is gonna be different because there's, well, a kind of different dynamic here. But at the same time, you know, the rocker panel is gonna be mounted a lot nicer here. Again, fewer pieces, and with fewer pieces, of course, we have a lighter car, which is one of the goals here. There we go. So a lot cleaner than before. Before, you know, we had these connectors. It was like this, yeah. Didn't look as good, did it? It's so busy. Here, very clean. Now let's see if we can actually pull this off in a good manner. So we're not gonna take everything here off, just some of the things. only this. We're gonna go this far, and now we have to reconstruct this part here. So we have quite a lot of room here to create our attachment point with this. Okay. One slight miscalculation of mine. Of course, this is not symmetrical. It's further to the back than it will be to the front, but that's okay. If we had, wait, what if we had, we had 2/11s. Yeah, if we had 2/11s, then this would come one stud further forward. Now the question is, do we want this or not? Well, if I could get my hands on 2/11s, two white 11s, I would do it. This, first of all, it would look smoother because there's fewer holes. It would be lighter because 2 of these are lighter than 3 of these. And we would have this part here. So it would come out further. So, what can we do? Well, we are going to design it with 2/11s. It will be more difficult to get them, but it's gonna look better. Okay. Sadly, this means, of course, that we're gonna have to have a connector here. But yeah, this is lighter. Not by much, you can barely feel it, but every single bit that we can make the car lighter will, in the end, make the difference. Okay, so here we have to construct as before. We have to construct, well, as mentioned before, we have to construct a, we have two, a block of bricks that's gonna hold it in. And yeah, let's see what we can get away with. Since we're gonna use a 90-degree something here, this is the attachment for flare. Let's take a look. What can we do? So one of the options would be if that we could start constructing um, the block here. It would go like this and would be actually 4 studs long. However, we would probably like to connect to this here, so you know it would not kind of move, and the door wouldn't catch onto this. At the same time, we need to locate the fender. And I wonder how to do this. I'm just testing ideas. Don't take this as the final word. Not at all. I'm just thinking. I would prefer if it was vertical. Vertical, horizontal. No. Here we did it. Yeah, we did it like this. So it came out here. Okay. If we complicate it like this, 1, 2, 3. Oh God. Oh my. So this was easy because it was one single piece, which doesn't fit anymore, of course. And it had this part here where we could mount like this part here, and it would mount here. This is now too far forward, of course, because then the wheel is gonna hit it. So this is obviously not gonna be an option. But since none of this is really weight bearing, we can experiment with panels, with connectors. We can experiment with connectors. And I'm thinking about how we're gonna do this. Okay. I would prefer, yeah, 3. I would like to have like more, just as in the back, at least 1 row more here. What if we use these, for example? Now, these 1, 2, we could use those. Not sure how to fix them. to. This is. I don't know if this is too complicated or not. I don't know. Let's try. Okay. And now we would have this. 3 studs. Yes. Like this. Then this could mount like this. Not sure if this, if this is any use to us. Obviously, we need to make sure that this and whatever we make here is firmly connected because of the door when it opens and closes. That's the thought process behind what I'm doing right now. Then this is not okay. So if we have 4, okay. Come on. There is 1. Okay. What if we do the following? Okay. It's a crazy idea. I'm not sure I entirely like it. I don't think so, now that I'm kinda thinking about it, but I have to try it. I can just as well make it white here. better. 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 I instantly found a way to mount this like that and like this. Okay. Come on. Okay, so this is kinda fixed. And this kinda pops in nicely. Of course, there's some scope to, for fixing this, but a lot less material used. A lot less. And it looks very clean compared to before. Very clean. Imagine these in white, of course. And this looks pretty sleek. See, here we nicely connected this to this. And let's see if the door kind of closes okay. Because I think now this is much smoother than it was before. The door should close very nicely now. Come on. If I can convince this to click in, of course. Come on. Oh yeah. The thing that happened before is that the lower edge of the door here would catch on to this transition here. Now it doesn't. Now it's nice and smooth. And at the same time, our rocker panel is a lot cleaner, a lot lighter, and yeah, I really like it. So what we have to clean up here is this part here. So this is not firmly connected to this, and we need to kind of think of a way to connect these two. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just let me think for a second here. Yeah, I would not like to extend this part here because yeah, I don't want to extend it here. We could make this one a an L connector, but we're not. We have to keep this. Interesting. Very interesting. So we kind of have to connect this with this part here, or sorts. We can use whatever we like, but we have to connect it somehow in order for it to flap about. And I don't want to compromise the smoothness here, so no strange pieces here. I think I got it. Okay, real simple. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the red connector and replace it with three stud connector. At the same time, let me remove this so you can better see it. At the same time, we're gonna remove this guy. Okay, and here we are going to. No, we're not gonna use this guy. We can use the gray one. This. And we use the very same piece that we used on top. So this piece. There. See? Mount it firmly. And now we can reinstall back this piece here. And this here. And everything is firm. And we have a lot fewer bricks installed than we had before. And everything looks better. It's smoother. Well, stiffness isn't that much of a deal, but you know, essentially it is firmer. That was the goal. So this is firmer, this is firmer. It's not, you know, of course it's falling off. Inevitably it will, even here, no matter what we do, even if we have you know, studs all over, it's gonna essentially want to fall off, but I think that's okay. There, well, we don't have much scope for to improve this. I think there's no piece that would have that would look like this and would have studs here. Would be nice, but there isn't. But this is pretty okay, I think. This is pretty good. It connects everything here nicely. I even think we can, well, omit this here and move it here or something. You know, there's probably some room for optimization here. Probably we can still do some optimizations here. Obviously, we can do we can connect this here to this stud here, and we probably will in the final version, you know, so that it doesn't do this. But you know, those are minor tweaks that I'm gonna busy myself once I rebuild everything and see, okay, can I remove a piece here or piece here, and many parts probably will be removed or simplified. You know, it has to be really as minimalistic as possible, including the differential, including the gearbox. I'm going to go through all of it and see where can I omit parts, because it's, you know, at the end of the day, it has to be light. It's not heavy, don't get me wrong, it's not that heavy, but don't forget that the driver's side, the passenger side is missing. So we don't have bricks on the passenger side. We need to install both seats, the engine, the gearbox, boot lid. It's not much, you know, but every bit that we put on the car adds up. So let's install all of it and let's admire what we made. And I have seen that the votes were in favor of us making a pedal box, and this is what we're gonna do in the next stream. So in the next stream, we're gonna install the pedal box. Because, you know, my thinking is, if we have all of this, why not have that as well? It kind of completes, when you open the cockpit, it kind of completes the look, you know. So, you know, I really like those. If you look up on the screen, you see that the original Sierra also has these in that fashion. So they're not flat. They are kind of, it curves underneath the car, and it makes it look how should I put it? It doesn't look as tall, if you know what I mean. It's not just a wall of plates. It's kind of shaped, if it makes any sense. But yeah, this is now pretty good. Can't wait for these pieces to be in white. That is gonna look so good, so good. Yeah. Because now it really looks like it's in primer. Yeah. Uh, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Um, I'm slowly going to order all of these. With the next order that I do on Bricklink, I'm also going to order so wheels for our next project already, because slowly, we're gonna start thinking about the Audi. For this, I need to buy the View's motors, of course, because the motors are the center of the car, and we're gonna build everything around them. So they will probably be even part of the structure, sort of. Um, yeah, slowly we will transition from the Sierra to the Audi, because with the Sierra, more or less we have everything here, more or less. Um, and now the next week is gonna be also just Sierra, because we still have a few things to do, and then we are slowly transitioning to the Audi. So yeah, I really like the car. I mean, even though it's like kind of unfinished, it looks like it's in primer. It really looks where's the hood? It really looks proper. Yeah, I mean, with the charger, details, some details have been done online, offline as well. You know, because so when I stare at a certain part of the car, and this takes a few hours before I improve something, that's completely uninteresting to the stream. We don't add any function. We just I would just improve a minor part in the structure to more or less save weight and parts. That you know and that's not something people would want to watch. Me just staring at the car, mhm, 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 and doing this for like half an hour to make a small change. I don't think that's interesting. We explored all the concepts here. We have added as many functions as we could, I think. I mean, this car is going to be, as far as cars go, the only thing that we haven't added are lights. And of course, we have not made it remote controlled, because I don't have the parts. But we are going to make it remote controlled eventually. So obviously, the Sierra is going to feature in this stream many times in the future, because as I told you, this is the new engine tester. So whatever drivetrain or engine I'm going to need to test or explore, it's gonna be installed in this. So it needs to be remote controlled, and it's gonna be a ton of fun, of course. Since we're gonna make it remote controlled, it's gonna be featured, of course, in videos. I would like to do a slalom test with it, you know, uh, make some nice driving pictures of it, or pictures, videos. Uh, and once it's remote controlled, I don't have to be in the video. I can just, control it remotely, and the camera catches everything nicely, and we can have onboard footage and stuff like that. So the Audi is gonna be faster, of course, because it's gonna be lighter, smaller, But this is gonna be a ton of fun. Still, even though now we're gonna make it to be a manual car only, so hand of God steering variant. Um, it's gonna be it's a multi-purpose vehicle. It's designed from the get-go to be, versatile, modular. We can change the suspension, we can add motors, we can change the gearbox, everything. We have a huge amount of room here in the back to install, to install whatever we like. So we can put in, if we want, we can put in probably two compressed air canisters uh, help me from paintball rifles, you know, uh, to power the pneumatic engine, for example. Whatever. We have the freedom to experiment because the car is done in a way that allows us to do this. Um, yeah, and that's what this is all about. My style of building. So I have options. Playability is first, always. And with this in mind, we build this. The Audi is gonna be a completely different story, of course. The Audi is made specifically to be a race car. It's gonna be, something completely different to this. But this is meant to be, the showcase Lego supercar or car to show what can be done. What can be done at this scale. I think we did a very good job. It's not just a finished product. Well, once it's finished, it's not going to be just a product as is, but it's going to be a canvas. So it's not something you just put on the shelf, but you can experiment. You can take this car as a basis for your cars. You can tune it, you can lower it, you can put whatever drivetrain you want in it without having to dismantle everything. Well, I don't know what suspension the Audi is gonna get, simply because first I want to have the wheels and the motors, and then we're gonna see how much room we have to do this stuff in the first place. I don't know how much space we're gonna get. Maybe the space is gonna be so tight that we are gonna end up with a McPherson or something else. I don't know. Maybe maybe the lower control arms are gonna be just A arms, and the upper control arms are gonna be, I don't know. I I cannot judge. I have to have everything in the hand and see, how much room we have. Make a mock-up of the wheels and wheelbase, and then place the end. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna discuss this in the stream once I have the wheels and the motors, and of course I'm gonna make a skeleton, if you like, just to see what the dimensions of the car are, and then we're gonna place everything inside of those dimensions and see. Okay, there's the motors, there's the wheels, there's the Buick's battery packs. That's the room that we have to work with. Now what? Now we can see what are we gonna do. I mean, it was similar here, but we didn't have restrictions. With the Audi, we have a set scale. We know exactly which motors we have to use. Well, the scale dictates, of course, wheels and stuff. Here we went from the wheels to make the scale. It's gonna be different, certainly, and it's gonna be a lot smaller than this. The Audi is gonna be like, it's gonna be like this long, probably. The entire car, it's gonna be as long as this. So from the front of the Sierra to the back of the door, that's gonna be the entire car, and it's gonna be like 2/3 of the width, maybe, and not as high. So it's gonna be a lot smaller, but fun. It's gonna be basically full of technology. There's not gonna be so much room as it is in the Sierra. Not even close. The engine bay in the front is gonna be jam packed. The rear is gonna be basically the same because it's gonna be the mirrored, basically the exact same thing that we have in the front. We're gonna use in the back because that's how Audi did it as well. So they use the same front suspension, same suspension in the front and rear. So it's gonna be complicated. And one of the thoughts that I have is also to make the Audi probably 4-wheel steered. So we would have the front wheels steer as far as it goes, and the rear wheels would help a little bit, because it's going to be all-wheel drive, and the Lego CV joints are limiting the steering angles. But I have to check with the organizers if I'm allowed to do this. If they say no, if the original didn't have 4-wheel steering, you cannot have it either. Okay, then we're not. But this is, let's say, 3 to 4 weeks in the future, those decisions. But I'm gonna check with them. I'm gonna ask Janne, so Zero Bricks, if what the rules regarding this are, and then we'll see. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I see you on Friday.